Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Pisces. What's going on reading kind of thing. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you to those who have already done so. I really appreciate all your support. I'm trying to grow my channel. So again, thank you. Let's go ahead and get into this. So right off the bat, Pisces, your center energy is fear. So something that's going on right now. Is really causing you to be fearful at this time. What's crowning you is maybe you're fearful over a decision you need to make because you have the Two of Swords, and then undermining you is authority, with the King of Swords. So maybe somebody in authority is telling you that you need to do something and that's what you're fearful of. But what led up to this is you are going within with the Hermit card here as one of your cards. And so going within will hopefully give you the sense of clarity that you're looking for, because you do know with your outcome card being changed that things need to change in some way or other. So let's go ahead and see what advice we have for you. So for the first set of cards are the Ogum Oracle. And the first card that you have is dreams, romance, and feelings. So really getting in touch with your feelings. This could be about a romantic situation. Really, what are your dreams? What are your desires at this time? Then you have Hazel, which is creativity, purity, and honesty. Really, understanding, where are you coming from in this particular situation? Are you being honest? Is there honesty in the situation? Is it coming from a pure space? And then also the creativity that you're walking into. Next, you have groves, which is conflict resolution and communication. So some sort of communication is coming in, or you need to give some communication, because there needs to be a conflict resolved. And I think that's potentially what that Two of Swords is about, as your crowning energy, along with that fear that was your center energy. So that there's a conflict going on, and that things need to be resolved. And here, your last Ogum Oracle message is endurance, strength, and passion. Getting back to your passion, using the strength to make the decision, and having the endurance to see it through. Now we have these are the Esther Hicks money attraction, I'm going to say money law of attraction cards. And the first card that you have here is I do not need to have money to attract money. So maybe at this time, financial concerns are what's worrying you as well. But understanding that law of attraction works when we put our desires out there from a genuine place, without any, other intentions behind it, from a pure place, if you will, from an honest place. And we just, put our desires out there. We believe that we're going to receive, and then we just let it go. We, let the universe handle it from there. With that freedom, those things are drawn to you. Here, then your next card is what do I want and why do I want it? This is an intention card. What is your intention for whatever the situation is? Are you coming from a pure place? Are your intentions pure? That's the message I'm getting right there. Here we have, I am a vibrational being in a vibrational universe, and understanding how vibration works. Vibration is about, if you are high vibe, you draw the good things to you. If you're low vibe, you draw that same kind of low vibe things to you, and understanding how that works. So if you don't understand law of attraction, please do some research on that, because it's really, just maybe really understanding what those laws are all about. and how they work. But really, in a nutshell, it's about putting your desires out there, having a true intention for them, and then letting it go, not worrying about it any further, and letting the universe bring it to you, being in a place to receive, being in the flow, if you will, to receive the things you're asking for. I can give my attention aspects. Again, changing your thinking. Again, you've had a couple of cards here that speak to negativity, and you also have that fear as your center energy. You cannot manifest good things out of fear. So really working on, your thoughts, your fears, and getting out of that energy is really going to be helpful to you at this time. You also have, I can pivot from feeling bad to feeling good. And you can. You've got to understand, first of all, where that negativity is coming from, and really stop it in its tracks, because it's usually coming from your ego. It's usually coming from your thoughts and the record you play inside your head, and learning how to work with that and stopping that in its tracks. I mean, some people do meditation, some people use affirmations, some people use visualization. All of these are techniques to do that. So I do encourage you to look into that at this time, and get yourself from a low vibe, kind of feeling level, to a higher vibe, to draw the things that you're asking for into you. And understanding you are enough by yourself, that you can manifest your dreams, hopes, and desires, just like we all can. Okay, so here we have some soul coaching oracle cards for you as well. And the first one you got is delight. I delight in everything in my world, and divine joy fills me. So this is asking you, number one, to go back to your spiritual relationship, and to understand, with attitude of gratitude kind of thing. To feel you're well again, because I'm getting the sense you're very depleted at this time. And so, letting spirit refill you, renew you, rejuvenate you, and let you get back to that place of delight. Right next to it, you have joy. So again, this is all telling me that you are not in a very good space right now. Joy and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. You are a creative being. You are beautiful in, Spirit's eyes that created you as such, and they only want the best for you. But when we are not in that place to receive it, it's almost like a tug of war within ourselves. It's not a good feeling at all. Next, you have strength. I have deep inner strength and glorious vitality. Again, by getting, that renewal, by going back to the well of spirit, getting in touch with spirit, having it more, a more deeper relationship with spirit, is going to give you the strength. It's going to give you the delight and the joy and everything else that you're looking for, to help you get out of that fear and help you get out of that low vibe, so that you can manifest whatever else that you're looking for. You also have leadership. I am a beacon of radiance, support, and love. Shining your light, stepping into leadership of who you are, who you want to be. Okay. And then opening, we have, I am open to receiving the gifts of the universe. You have to be open. You have to be in the flow. You have to understand law of attraction. You have to understand that the desires of your heart are already out there. Your wishes, dreams, hopes, all that stuff is already out there. But if you're not in the place to receive it, you're not going to receive it until you are. Okay. And let's go ahead and keep going. So here we have, these are all brand new decks, so I don't know the names yet. This is the Divine Abundance, I think. Yeah, Divine Abundance Oracle. And so you have receiving here. Again, you closed with opening, and now you're opening this deck with receiving. So you're getting repeating messages here. Every day, it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. So again, trusting your intuition, having that relationship with spirit, it gets you to the next card, divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. That's getting into balance. That's getting into a renewed relationship with spirit, okay, to get on your path. This is a very clear message here. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan for far beyond what I can see, and my fears, through my fears and illusions. You're looking through your fears right now, and it's probably not a pretty picture. Okay, when you get into that divine flow, you get into that place of receiving. You get that inner conversation and knowledge through your intuition about your path. You get that energetic clearing to clear out all the stuff that you've been telling yourself, that's caused you to be in this fear, all of that stuff. During crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. So you are in preparation, okay? And Spirit and your spirit team are all around you to help you. You've got a clearing. So you had energetic clearing, and now you've got another clearing card. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's, such freedom. So again, this is talking about your relationship with Spirit and all that Spirit wants to give you. But there's some stuff that is in your way, some obstacles, some thoughts, some feelings, something in your way that is causing you not to be in the flow. Fear is most certainly here. There's no question about that. But I suspect fear is only one of the feelings going on right now. So let's go ahead and get some other messages for you. We have love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. And that's why you have divine flow. You have all these cards of getting back into your relationship with divine, whether you call it God, whether you call it source, spirit, universe, whatever you call it, whatever authority that created you, right? And so when you get back into that relationship, you actually come back to you, who you were actually created to be, without all of life's other little things thrown on top of you since you were a child. Okay, so you're being asked to go back to source, get that flow back, get that energy back, clear out all that junk so that you can live the life that you want and walk into whatever your desires are. So we have some these are the Receive Oracle cards. The first one is Receive Rest. I'm willing to believe that I can receive infinite possibilities as I rest. So again, you're probably pretty tired because if you're walking in fear takes a lot of energy from you. It's a very low vibe, and it's very, very energy sapping kind of thing, right? So you're really being asked to go in and just, really take some serious rest right now. You have Soothe Your Inertia. I am willing to feel inspired. And again, as you come into these energies and as you clear out things from the past, then you are going to start to feel that creativity and that inspiration again. Return to yourself. It can't be any clearer than this. Because when you get in balance, you become in the divine flow. You are in receiving mode, right? You are in all of the places that you want to be. You don't walk in fear. You can't walk in fear and love at the same time. They just don't go together, right? And this is not about love of someone else. This is about love of you. You need to come back to yourself and fill your cup up, get rejuvenated, let things go, clear things out, that kind of thing, so that you can walk in your fullness, okay? And then you draw all the other things to you. But a lot of times we like to walk in other things and think we're going to get what we want when we're walking in things that aren't necessarily positive. You can't get positive from negative. You just can't. It just doesn't work that way. Return to yourself. I'm willing to discover how to receive my fulfillment by always returning to myself. When you are true to yourself, when you walk in authenticity, in minus all that the world has put on you, right? You can't help but to draw those things to you that you desire, because you are pure spirit at that time. You and spirit have a divine relationship, if you will, and then you walk in that, and all the things that you desire. That are of the right intention and of the right vibration, and the trust and the belief that you have, they come to you without even thought, because you're not focused on it. You've given it over to spirit, so it's not even a concern. You're not walking in fear anymore. Receive acceptance. I'm willing to relax into the safe and loving acceptance that naturally lives in me. Yeah, coming back to yourself, getting in that balance between you and spirit again, right? Coming back to you. Receive things. I'm willing to expand my capacity to receive the fulfillment that is already here. Right. Your desires, wishes, hopes, and dreams, spirit knows about all that. It's in the universe already. But you have to be in the right place to receive it. Come back to who you genuinely, authentically are. And receive support is the next one. I'm willing to receive support in ways better than I ever imagined possible. Again, ask your spirit team, ask those people that you trust and love, and really, come into, who you were meant to be. Receive money. I'm willing to receive joyful fulfillment with money in expected and unexpected ways. So again, you're willing to receive the desires of your heart of abundance once you come into that place to be able to receive. Okay, you cannot receive from fear, because all you're going to get when you manifest from a negative space, fear, doubt, any of those negative emotions, is more negativity, and you already have that card. So I hope that this helps you, Pisces. Much love and light, Lady T.